Hi, hello everyone. We are live. Now, I know what you're wondering. Hey, why is everyone's cameras off? The reason for that, dear listener, viewer, whatever you may be, is because we have costumes on, and one by one we will be revealing our costumes. None of us are aware of what anyone else is wearing right now, so it'll be a surprise for everyone.
We all love
Did I hit all the
surprises.
stuff?
Yeah, that's all the key points and phrases.
All right, good.
Yeah. All right. So as people are continuing to get the notice that we are live and we are out here, let's vamp for another minute or two. Who feels stronger this week than they did last week?
No, I think my other one was stronger than this.
You
That
don't
was
understand, Anthony. I took so much pride in last week's costume for me.
It was a good
It was
concept
clever.
and execution.
It was for sure.
You know
clever.
the really funny part is that I watched that in a video like 3 weeks ago, and I didn't send it to you guys.
For this
like, I was
reason
like-
alone.
Yeah, huh?
For this reason alone, so that you could
Yeah.
do that costume.
Uh-huh.
Shout out to Riff for 18 months of subscribing to the channel. Thank
Hell
you so
yeah.
much.
this is
Remember,
just-
everybody,
Pause.
if you have Amazon Prime, you have Twitch Prime, and with every Twitch Prime membership, you can subscribe to us using your Prime Gaming. So, you can subscribe to us or subscribe to one of your other favorite streamers. But subscribe to us if you're here. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
come on. We put so much work into these costumes.
We got to offset the cost somehow.
Yeah. Who's wearing their most expensive costume this week? I assume.
I am.
Yeah.
I am.
Okay. Steph, you are too?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have not reached the depths of mine.
Yeah.
This is true.
I think this is my cheapest this year. Or of this month.
Yeah.
So then who's
Oh.
feeling most confident? Who's ready to kick it all off?
Well, Steph
Oh,
says she's going to start off.
Well, it's not confidence. It's more of just get it over with. But the more that I focus, the more that it doesn't look like what it's supposed to.
I mean, I'm pretty confident I'm going to make everybody laugh, and that's all I really want.
That's its own win.
It's either a laugh or a, oh no, this is another.
Well, let's find
bad
out.
one.
Steph, go.
All right. Let me
Oh, sorry.
switch scenes to the thing.
Sorry, I'm very excited to get
You gotta
this
give her
shit
the
out.
one shot.
Yep. All right.
No,
it's
it's
Ghetto
so
Witch
dumb.
2, the
It's so
return
dumb.
of the Ghetto Witch.
It's so dumb.
Stay ghetto.
What is it? Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah.
Hold on. Wait.
I gotta switch to the right camera the second you do it.
Okay, I'll maybe I should read this. Okay.
Read.
Okay.
Yep.
Steph, you good?
Sure. Yeah, I'll just. Okay, I can do this now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait on you.
You can stay if you want as my bride wife or long-term distance low commitment casual girlfriend.
God damn it.
Damn.
Oh my god.
God damn it, I lost.
Shut it fucking
Why,
down.
why did you tricked us?
Shut it fucking down. No one
Oh
is
my
gonna do this.
God.
You bitch.
Oh my God.
I was so excited.
Dude, what the hell?
Fantastic. Steph, you got to save that coat, girl.
That is so
Oh.
good.
Fine.
Oh,
Borrowed from my friend. I found out this is like $300 or $400.
Please keep
take that shit off.
please keep
Oh
the-
my God.
Oh, no.
please
That
please
is-
keep blocking the nipples. Please keep
Oh,
blocking the nipples.
the nipples are
That's the part
fantastic.
that sucked. I was like, my nipples are to the side. I forgot that I have a chest,
it
so it doesn't work.
it looked too real for a second.
Oh my God. When we take the
My
photo,
abs.
Steph, when we
My
take the
abs.
photo, you need to do hood up and you have to do the flexing.
I'm just kidding.
It's so hard. I'm pulling apart. It's so hot.
Okay, well, okay. Who's
Okay,
next?
go ahead. Go
Oh
ahead.
my God.
Okay,
I can't go next. I have
Alright.
to go third now.
Okay,
Okay.
I will go next.
All right.
Mine's simple. It was
Okay.
pretty obvious I'd be doing this. I
Okay.
feel like.
It's hot.
All right.
Anthony,
Let me
did you
turn on
also
my
come
camera?
on this cam?
I mean, maybe?
Okay, here we go. And
All right.
Good eye, mate. It's me,
Oh, no.
Ray Gun.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God, you did that costume.
Fucking terrible. That bitch deserves all the nonsense she's
Yeah.
getting.
Oh my God. Now,
Fun fact, same age. We're the same age.
Oh,
I have a question. Is that like an official costume, or did you just find?
I just found it.
Okay.
wow. Like on the store?
Yeah.
Wow.
Amazon's got it all.
That is cool.
It's very
Damn.
comfortable.
How
It looks
screen accurate is
comfortable.
that? I'm curious.
It looks pretty accurate to the thing. I feel like like Scott said, if this was any other day,
Oh.
if I wasn't next to goddamn Ken.
Right.
Oh, I'm so mad. All right,
Jesus
Ant,
fuck.
go.
Okay. All right.
I'd watch him be Ken too.
Right. Wouldn't that be great? Listen, it's not Ken, but you'll see some similarities real soon.
Oh God.
Oh boy.
Let me know when I'm queued up.
Oh
You're
yeah,
cute.
yeah. You should be going to the first position when you turn on your camera.
All right, cool. Let's kick this party off. Except I think I wasn't invited, which is a shame.
Oh no. Are we allowed to show your nipples?
His are fine.
Oh, okay.
It's sexist.
Yeah, I'm
but-
good.
What?
There it is.
Oh, it's Maleficent again.
But way
Nope,
better.
this is
Great.
Melissa Fanthony.
Oh,
I guess.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
great.
Every
works.
fucking year, he works some stupid ass name into something.
Listen, you created it. All right. You all made this.
I love it.
So you
That's
can
good.
choke on it.
It's good.
Choke on it.
All right, I'll get. All right, ready?
There we go. You're up.
Okay. I'm fixing my. This is the dumbest thing ever. I came as Mudang.
There we go.
Let's see the chomp. Let's see the chomp.
So stupid. This thing is so
Aw.
fucking hot.
Oh yeah, they
dude,
are.
I'm
They're
burning
hot as
up.
hell.
All right, switching back
Oh.
to the thing. So you see all of us in all of our glory.
All right. I'll take the photo
Good, you know
this
what?
week.
Another fucking good week. I
You know-
really love these costumes.
All right, everyone get in a pose.
Oh, what did I do? I can't. How am I?
There we go.
How do I do this? How am I
Just put
doing
up-
this?
Just put up one arm. There you go.
Kiss it. Kiss your muscles.
I can't do it.
Can't hold this forever.
Okay, I took it. All right, now I can take this down a bit. Oh,
my
Yeah, let's
shades
all
off.
show a little skin.
But if I take my shades
Jordan,
off,
I see a
just look
zipper.
normal. Oh, look,
Hell yeah, bro.
I try to put a shadow so I could have.
Oh,
some
you
kind
did.
You did, yeah.
oh
Of, it
yeah.
kind of looks like I rubbed dirt on my face, but
No,
it,
it's
you know,
perfect.
Same thing.
It's
Okay.
perfect.
Cool.
Same thing.
Cool.
You can do what me and Anthony do. We just blow out and hair
Yeah.
grows. Just like.
Listen,
Yo, what's
I
up, Chris?
tried-
I don't know. I
Oh
didn't
my
know you were
god, he
guesting on the
shaved.
show.
Oh, I hate Anthony shaved.
I shaved last week.
We
No,
didn't
you
notice that.
Yes, I did. You know what?
Didn't even
Fuck
notice
you.
it.
No. Fuck you. Because I also got a haircut and no one said shit on this podcast.
Last week?
Yes.
Here's why we didn't notice. A,
Mhm.
Because your costume.
your hair was not in a position. It just looked like it was pulled back.
Mm.
Yes.
Nope.
Yes.
No,
also,
yes.
also, you put a lot of makeup on, so it was hard
Yeah.
to tell. Like we were,
Yeah,
we were
that
more
too.
focused on the makeup look than the
Yeah.
fact that you shaved, so you put on the makeup.
You want to see this week's awesome cup? We're going to do a different cup each week.
Okay. Let's go. Sorry.
Oh,
Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry.
Bless
and
you.
it says sin is in.
Where'd you get that?
Oh,
I don't know, some website.
I have nothing to share. I have my water, but I have this cute little star on top.
I ain't drinking water.
Very appropriate.
I've got
I mean-
watermelon hard Mountain Dew with
I got-
a drop of black dye.
I got Ludicrous.
Luda.
Bluda.
I usually get the Cutwater
Cutwater Springs, yeah.
Mai Tai, but Trader Joe's had the singles on sale.
Yeah.
So I grabbed a Hurricane.
Nice.
It is real good. I haven't tried one of those yet.
Yeah, Hurricane's good.
Yeah.
So,
All right, it's great. We'll see you next week, y'all.
Steph, you look like your brother.
Do I feel yeah, that's fair. That is fair. That is
What's up, Chris?
Hi.
I didn't know you were guesting today.
Subbing in for Steph. Jesus Christ. Now that you fucking said it.
I do. I could yeah.
All right, listen. I never really like
You
I've seen
never
the two
saw?
of them. I've never really seen them. Like it looks family resemblance, sure.
Yeah.
But like the joke was
I-
like they look like a lot alike, and I never really saw it.
Some people say we could
Until
be, like,
right
twins,
now.
but it depends. It depends on like what I'm doing, or like
Did you put it in context too?
yeah, because I
Yeah.
need blue eyes.
It's unsettling. It always throws me off.
I needed the blue eyes, and then I got more shadow to darken my brows so they look more bushier. And then I was just like, as soon as I made them bushy, I was like, you know what?
You look like a Filipino like boy band member.
One and two.
This is very much I feel this is very much like Halloween party energy right here. We've got people doing like the popular things, we've got people doing like very specific things.
Yeah,
Yep.
dude. So
Look.
It's very erratic.
I feel
I'll
like that's kind of
admit-
the vibe of the podcast. It's a Halloween
love
party.
I love this little fucking hippo.
Yeah.
You would.
I mean, I saw one video the day. She was laying on his side. And the guy just came up and was like, do, 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 do. And I was like, I do that with disco. Like, this is a thing you do.
Aw.
And she just lay there and took it. She was just like, yep. Massage.
Let's enjoy the
Cute.
years, but Moodang is still small and adorable.
yeah, because
She will always be adorable while she's
Even when
killing a
she's
man.
murdering people.
Dude,
3 years we have a Shamu or a Tillamook moment,
Yeah.
and it all changes.
man.
They gotta
Aw, man.
Harambe her ass.
Oof, oof.
Okay. So it's Tillicum. And
Whatever.
you said Tillamook, the cheese,
Tillamook
which makes me
cheese.
want cheese.
Tillicum. Yeah, Tillicum. That's right.
R.I.P.
That was his name?
Harambe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tillicum.
Tillicum.
Yeah,
Huh.
that was
K-U-M.
it. Yeah.
I know that was your problem.
Oh, that's what it is. I need to fix this.
Yo, I was with her till no.
That's better. Yeah, no, so for this, I've had this jacket since last year. It's just been downstairs.
I don't think you're borrowing it anymore, Steph. I
Yeah, I
think
think
you
that's just your
stole it.
Yeah,
No, she
it's just
knows.
yours now.
She knows. I tell her. I was just like, hey, I still have your jacket. And she was like, you hold on to it until you do it. And I was like, okay. So as soon
This was a year in the making.
Yeah, so I'm gonna give it back to her tomorrow since I already did it. But yeah, no, I bought the wig last year. I got the coat, and then just after work. Okay, so I already had like a black bandana, but then I ended up going into Daiso and I just bought a black headband and I used white eyeliner to just try to make like
Oh, the
Under-
pattern?
because I didn't have anything, so I was just like, I'll just do that. And then I opened this wig for the first time, and I was like, "Oh, this is not the hair." And I put it on, and I was like, "I
Fucking
don't
works.
know how
No,
it's
it's
We
gonna
get
work."
it.
perfect. It's
It works.
perfect.
the jacket and the shirt do all the work.
Yeah.
Everything
Okay.
else is icing on that cake.
That's
Yeah.
another thing too. Okay, so I'll cover the nips, but clearly,
Do you
they're-
have duct tape? It'd be so much funnier if you just put duct tape over the nipples.
I think I do. The worst part is because I forgot I have a chest. So when I put on the shirt, my nipples went off to the side because they can't compensate for a flat chest.
It's like
And
you're
I
laying
was just
down.
like, this looks weird. And then I was like, maybe I'll just go braless. And I was like, nah, that looks weird. The nipples don't go where they're supposed to, so I just put on pasties. But now they're off to the side, and I keep trying to cover them. But I need to look for tape.
Or just
I know I
if
know
you
I
have if you
have
have normal like Scotch tape, just do what I do. Just cut a little square of white paper and put it over.
stuff.
I am legit jealous of that coat.
That's a really nice
Wait.
coat.
Yeah,
Wait.
I like it. I've always
Well,
kind of
for
wanted a coat like that.
you can have one too.
Wait, I got stuff.
Or I can just borrow it from Steph's friend and tell her like,
That too.
don't worry, I still have it.
Ever since we were in the ice bar, I've been wanting a fur coat.
Jesus Christ, I think about that bar at least 3 times a week. I really do.
Imagine being there during the heat wave. You know,
It's the most comfortable Leland has been climate-wise.
my
So
my
awesome.
brother was in Vegas over the weekend. He said, yeah, it was like 100-something degrees the
Yeah,
entire
of course
time.
it was. Yeah.
Oh jeez.
But imagine
when
being
I
that
went-
ice bar, baby.
When I went in May, we hit that last weekend of like 75 degrees
Yeah.
because the weekend after was like 110. We were just like, we
God.
lucked out.
Yeah.
Like we got that even on that Monday we were leaving, I was like, ooh, a little hot out today compared to yesterday. It's like- I was like, ooh, I was like, ooh, shoulder, oh, it hurts. So, summer's coming. It's just like-
Steph,
just
how
keep going,
dare
Steph.
you?
What?
Just
The fucking gall.
out here
What do
saying,
you
I don't feel good about mine. I feel like
Well, 'cause
Shame
I was
on us though
telling
for
you.
the
yeah. Every time she says it,
Every
every
time.
time she says
every
it,
time.
every time. We're like, no, Steph, you're
I
gonna
can-
do
I can show 'em off it.
fine.
I got boba.
Jesus Christ.
I mean that works.
It
That
works.
works.
Gif that.
Like how it's like also not my tone. They had
it's
It
a-
all
it's-
makes it the most perfect.
It's-
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
okay,
why it's
'cause-
great.
It's more
'Cause the
perfect that
option-
way.
the options online was like super pale, super hairy,
You should have got black.
super bold. Huh?
Go on.
But just go no.
Super black.
It's just like, oh, I just have a
Super
black chest. It's like, wait, what? Don't ask
Yes.
questions.
Is it
I have-
considered racist if you do black chest?
No,
Oh, okay.
Okay.
black chest is fine. Black
It's
face,
black
that's a different
face.
thing.
That's wrong.
Jordan said it.
I mean, I'm doing hippo face. I don't think they're going to complain.
So
Look,
if I got
I'm doing
gloves-
Aussie face right now, so
Are
If
you?
I had
Stay
black
face.
gloves,
Fuck that chick and fuck everything that she did wrong.
look, we're both face.
She can go hop her ass back down under. When she
Aren't
did
they
the
doing, like, a
kangaroo stand.
documentary?
She got a PhD.
What?
I feel like
In
they
what?
are.
In-
Funkonomics? What was her PhD
yes,
in?
she has a PhD in breakdancing.
Yeah.
She literally has a PhD in breakdancing.
She's bad at it, but like she also really does like it a lot. Like she
So
really
I
does
guess-
care.
So I guess
on,
the
I
is
have to
this
take a
those who
picture.
cannot do teach.
She don't- yeah. Oh god, I forgot about the sunglasses.
I have to take a picture. I forgot again.
Uh,
Yeah,
This is
I did a
just-
little photo shoot before we started.
naked.
I'm not telling you. Subscribe to my OnlyFans to find out.
You won't give me the real name. I told you I'll support my friends.
Listen, when you find out your friend has an OnlyFans, you fucking subscribe because you're a supporter and you're a good friend.
Yeah.
And I want to see people naked.
That's also a bonus.
Anthony isn't wearing pants. He's just freebirding it right now.
Listen, this velvet coat is hot, okay?
Oh yeah, this is.
I don't think it's as hot as me and Steph's though.
This is thick. Like, do you see how thick this is? It's very. This I understand when people are half naked in this thing. I get it. You're so warm. You don't need clothes.
I think
Yeah.
I'm more upset that how much this light gray matches my beard. like really upset. I was looking at the camera like, huh, this is the last it's the last ditch effort here of my red going away and my mustache. It's like, this is it. That's all it is.
Oh.
I found a picture. I told everybody. I found a picture last year from 2020. This was all still a color, and I was like, "Ooh,
Look,
wow."
the pandemic changed us all.
Pandemic really stressed me the fuck out.
Oh,
Bro,
no.
it's like, where my hair went white. It's like-
Yeah, when I got my hair cut, every time I do, it's like, ooh.
You got your hair cut? It looks fantastic. Is that what you wanted?
I wanted that last week. I wanted that kind of support last week.
Told you, didn't even notice you had too much shit going on.
It was messy and out, but you could see that my bangs were not as long.
We could not see your hair.
No.
I cut like 6 inches off.
Giggity.
Really?
I know the purple
sorry.
was distracting.
You know what? I think the makeup took so much away that like we
Yeah,
were
you won
focused
last
more
week.
on
Shut
the
the fuck
paint than your hair at the time.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's just fine.
I know I'm not really that upset at my friends for not noticing when I had a pound of makeup on, and
It's a lot of makeup.
it was a lot of makeup.
Wait, we have a picture, right? You said you grabbed one, right?
From
Oh, yeah,
last
yeah.
week?
You
Yeah, we have a
no,
picture from last
for
week.
this one. For us.
Yeah, I got it.
You got
I already
one?
put it
Okay.
in the.
Oh, let me see.
It's already been moved on, man.
Okay.
But yeah, like I see so much gray hair I don't realize I have when I get a haircut. It's just cascading around me.
I just feel like
I saw John
Wick?
last month, or maybe John Wick.
You were naming Johns, and I was just John the Apostle, John Wick.
Anyway, Lady Balls' husband.
Okay, right on.
Reed Richards, man. Full Reed Richards around his temples. I was
I
like,
get
oh, look
so
at that. We
jealous.
got old, man.
I get so jealous when people like get that naturally, or the streak up front.
Oh, I wish for the streak up front. I have a couple. I think I might actually do it. I have a couple that kind of go there. I'm like, you just got to work a little harder up there. When I went and had lunch with that high school friend, we hadn't seen each other in 27 years. And I stepped
Good.
outside.
I thought he was hanging out with high school kids.
Yep. And I walked out in my truck and I had my glasses on and he goes, do you need those? I was like, yes. He goes, fuck, man, we got old. It's like, yeah.
Oh.
Yes. Thank you for pointing it out. It's like, asshole.
I'm waiting for the day where I get like more white in my locks.
Oh, yes.
You get
Yes.
that Ezekiel from Walking Dead.
Yeah, but not a
Keep
fake
going.
wig.
Yeah, no, it'd be all
his
natural.
wig is so...
Yeah.
So bad.
Is your dad's hair gray?
Yeah.
Yeah. When did he start going gray?
I mean, it's been gray for a very long time.
I
He's
don't think
old
anybody
man.
here knows.
What?
Does anybody know that?
What?
Like when their parents went gray?
I mean, my dad started going
I
gray
don't
probably in
know.
his 30s, the early 40s, but he
Oh, so
he didn't-
late.
he didn't start losing his hair though until like 50s. So I've got
don't
at
know.
least a good 7 years before I got to start worrying about stuff like it. But it's thinning up top though.
It's interesting because
Or are you talking like in the back?
Yeah, it's a little thinner up there. That even my barber, he goes, it's a little thinner up here. He goes, nothing bad. He goes, you got years before it goes like Kevin Smith style.
God,
But he goes,
I've gone
"You
like
got-"
half an inch on like in my hairline, and I stress about it.
I stopped worrying about it a long time ago. My thing is that when I eventually do lose my hair, I do not have a pretty head. So like it is going, I have like sausage rolls on the top. Like it's going to be a problem. I'm going to be wearing a hat a lot.
That's fine.
It's fine. I'll be old and don't give a shit at that
We
point.
go all
Exactly.
Ving Rhames.
I feel like once my
Yep.
hair starts turning like white and gray, that's like the perfect canvas.
It could be already. You don't know because you keep dyeing it.
No,
She don't
She
want to
thought
know.
about that so much. Like, no.
no, it actually hasn't. I haven't found white hair yet. I don't think.
Fuck
Oh,
you.
look at you. Asian don't raisin and shit.
Sorry, can't you see I'm youthful? Jeez.
I mean, shit. We can see Anthony's gray hair chest hair from here.
Got a little patch right up front.
These glasses are kind of dim, so I can't. I can't.
You don't.
So their glasses, their sunglasses.
You
Is that
don't
what we're
have to
hearing?
keep wearing them.
I
Yeah,
know,
you're-
but-
you
It
said
does
you can take them
really
off.
help, though. It does
It does.
really.
It really does like complete because now you're back to boy band, and it's just
Now you're just your
1
brother
and
again.
2, 3 and 4 and 5.
Bye, bye,
Bye bye bye.
Yeah.
Nice. Somebody put that together and do a little video, please.
Leland.
Clip that. Clip
There's
that. That's
5
what-
people watching, and 4 of them are us. So,
Fine.
you know.
And,
It's fine.
and then
It's
the
busy
view
day.
the view counter is broken. I need to figure out how to fix that. Leland, I saw that you watched Lisa Frankenstein recently.
I did. Yeah.
What did you think?
Fine.
It
1
really
to
went
10.
different than what I
A to
thought it
F.
would be.
5. Right in the middle.
Just
It
a
didn't break.
solid C student.
It didn't break the mold. I found it fine. It had some good things. I liked her looks.
Yeah.
She was serving goth Madonna, and I enjoyed that.
She was.
Yeah,
Very
Um,
80s goth.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I liked. I thought Jughead did a great job without talking for the majority of the movie.
True.
I was told it was very gory. It was not.
It was not. It was
No.
not that gory. No.
Yeah, it was not very gory at all.
It like, could be. It was fine.
Is Steph messing up for everyone else, or is that just me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
no, it's
frozen.
all of us.
I
Yeah.
feel fine.
It was fine. I didn't hate it, but I gave it like right in the middle. I was like, "Yep, you did the thing you
Oh, I
accomplished."
see. I'm buffed.
Yeah.
Scott, me, yes. There was. It was like there was no one to root for. Like I was like, I don't know who I'm rooting for in this movie. Like her
That's
to kill
true.
more people.
Like there's no like best friend trying to discover what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just her
Yeah.
getting worse and worse over the movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I kind of wish it was sillier.
I was
Yeah,
expecting it to be silly.
I was expecting
I
it to
really-
be way sillier.
Yeah, more comedy than dark comedy.
Yeah.
What was that movie from last year? I don't remember the name. Where the girl goes back in time to save her mom in the past, and she transfers time through a photo booth. It's a horror movie. Did anyone not watch this?
I have
don't
no
think
idea.
so.
what
Oh,
you're
it's
talking
so
Kinda sounds
good.
familiar, but it's not ringing a
Yeah,
bell.
there's a mass murderer in present day that killed like her mom and a bunch of other people, and she goes back to the 80s and ends up being friends with her mom in high school to save her mom in the past.
And this
so
isn't
she'll be-
Fear Street.
No, it's not a Fear Street movie. It was like a
Okay.
time travel.
Mm.
It was really, really funny. It was in the same vein as Freaky, where it had that
Mm.
like it was kind of gory, totally killer. That was it.
Oh, okay.
You should totally
Freaky
check
was
that out.
fine,
That's
not as good as everyone like was saying it
Haven't
was.
seen
I
it.
felt
no,
that
you're
one got
wrong. It's
fine.
as good as everyone says it is.
No,
What?
it's
What
fine.
is?
It's a
Totally
B
killer.
movie.
Freaky.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
We'll find
Freaky
it.
is what I'm talking about now. But
I thought shit. Freaky, totally killer. Damn, I had one right on the tip of my tongue to say, and then you started mouthing off, and I forgot what it was.
That's Sabrina.
Yes, and Totally
Um,
Killer. Kiernan
Yeah,
Shipka stars in it.
Killer, yeah. I
Was
like
it
her.
was it another girl-led slasher flick or
Maybe. Oh, Happy Death Day.
great movies?
That's
I
just
haven't seen
legit.
any of those yet.
They're good.
Oh, dude.
They're really good.
Yeah.
Dude,
I
they're
heard-
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good.
Both-
Like
both
it
are
seems like a
really good.
questionable premise, and then like everyone came back saying like, no, they made it work. It's good.
They
No,
did.
part 1 is great. I
good.
enjoyed part 2, but I understand the criticism of part 2. Part 2 takes a lot of the wind out of the sails of part 1.
Yep.
It does that thing where they're like, hey, while this was going on, this was also
was
going
going
on.
on.
And
They
you're like,
over-explain
did
some
it?
things.
What's that?
It's Back to the Future too.
Kinda. Yeah.
Yeah.
The best Back
I
to the
still
Future.
enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But yeah, watch Happy Death Day. Great. The first movie, fantastic. Second movie
It's-
is good,
yeah.
but it doesn't match the same
Happy
level as the
Death Day
first one.
1, no notes.
Yeah.
They were supposed to do a freaky Happy Death Day. Was they were going to combine
That
both the
would be-
movies into one.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. I was like, yes.
Just have
Um,
Tree be the main character going through it all. Like,
Yeah.
be fantastic.
Me and Scott have talked about if they were to make a sequel to Freaky, it should be the two best friends, the gay guy and the black girl. They end up swapping bodies with a murderer because it would be really funny to watch.
Yeah.
Like, and our thing was it should be like Don Cheadle. We were like, it'd be hilarious to see Don Cheadle play like a gay boy and then like be a sassy black
Is it
girl.
like a Dan Alpha.
Yeah, like we were just like Don Cheadle. He needs to do like a movie like
Really
this.
good.
Yeah, like, it's like I could just see him like because he doesn't get to be funny very often, and I
Not
think
enough.
he's funny.
He's a very funny
Yeah.
man.
So I just I went and saw the Joker.
Ooh, baby.
Oh, oh,
Really,
yeah.
Matt?
Oh, it's the slowest movie I've seen in years.
Wow.
2 hours
But
and
it's like,
15
I have
minutes of
patience
courtroom
for
drama.
slow movies, so I feel like.
I'm not going to spoil anything because there's really not much to spoil. It's slow. It's boring. I fell asleep for about 10 minutes in the middle. I don't know what happened. Don't think I missed much. He can't sing. And
Yeah,
they
he's not a
gave him a
singer.
lot of musical numbers. And you're
Mm.
like, you can't sing. And at one point he tap dances. And I was like, no, you ain't.
I was right next to you.
Aw.
You look a fucking fool.
The most there's only one action beat in the entire movie. The saddest part about the movie is that Lady Gaga probably could be the greatest Harley Quinn, just not in a good movie. Like she is so every scene she's in, you're like, oh yeah, this is why you're who you are. You are fantastic.
Yeah, she's great.
Like, and everything she sings, of course, works.
Yes.
So can you break down maybe broadly like the general framing of the movie?
In what sense? Like what the movie's about?
Yeah.
Top level, what's the plot?
Okay.
And why is there singing?
So the plot would be it's him going to court for the things that he did in their time frame 2 years ago.
Okay.
Okay.
And he's just going to court. And through the plot you can find out why the Gaga is there, and she starts like pumping him up like, you are the Joker, you are this thing we need to burn the establishment to the ground, kind of a thing. And he gets a little more loony with that. But the singing, it's implied that most of it is in his mind,
Yeah, that's right.
That's what I would
Yeah,
assume.
that's what I
but
thought.
it's not filmed that way.
Hmm.
Like it's weird. It's a weird movie. Yeah.
So
Well,
do,
because
do they do it like it's a musical where it's a normal scene, they break out in song and dance and then just continue with the scene like nothing happened?
No, they like stop and it's like exposition. And then they just stop and start again. Like it's never really in the courtroom. His fantasies come and go when you know they're a fantasy because it's
yeah,
lit different, and
Yeah.
she's more Sharon Sunny kind of a vibe they got going on. But her final look at the end of the movie, when you've seen in the trailer when she's walking up the steps,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like her final Harley look is fucking hot. And I was like, and that will be a costume at every rent fair, every Comic-Con, and this Halloween
If
for
anyone
a
watches
while.
the movie.
Yeah, if anyone watched the movie. Yeah, it's yeah. This
So
is
Go ahead.
so it's hard to tell you because there's not much of a plot. The plot is courtroom drama, jail drama.
He's on
Like,
trial for killing Robert De Niro.
It's in 5 other people, yeah. And then like, yeah, he killed like 5 other people in the movie. I didn't remember either.
Yeah,
They
but what
show
proof did
recaps.
they have? I feel like they only really have Robert De Niro.
I thought there's only at least 2 people he killed.
Well,
which is
no, he
Robert De
killed
Niro and
killed those.
and his
The three bros on the train.
He killed
Right,
the
that's
3
right.
guys on the train,
That's
his
right.
mom, and the clown, and the Robert De Niro. Yeah.
and
I
that
feel
might
like
be a
they could
spoiler.
get his mom and Robert De Niro, but the other ones, I don't know if they'd have enough evidence.
Well, they do in the movie, so just go
Okay.
past it on that.
Mm.
But
Oh,
like, yeah, it's one half him in jail, with Brendan Gleeson being like his friend / frenemy guard that like helps him but doesn't help him.
Yeah.
And then the rest of it is in the courtroom. Like they do not break from those 2 locations pretty much the whole movie. Like very rarely do we go outside of those 2 locations.
What was Todd Phillips contractually obligated to make this movie?
I don't know. It feels like they saw the first one make $1 billion and they were like, hey, let's make an inferior version of this with no real plot. And let's make it a musical. And let's take the sales out of everything we were trying to say in the first movie, if
Yeah.
you believe they were saying something.
Clearly, that's not what they said. What do you think was the point? What was
money?
What was it like? Because everything on this script looks like it shouldn't work. I feel like the entire concept of this, I've always been baffled that they decided to do this, and I've never understood why. I have to assume there was something that they were trying to say, like, you've got to convince an executive that this won't just ruin any chances of anything that's not a cape after this movie comes out.
I don't think anyone saw it enough to care.
So you think
Okay.
like cause it's got a bunch of money behind it. It's not an
Sure.
indie film.
No, it had probably a good $200 million behind
But like
it, plus
executives
$100
aren't
million.
paying attention to that?
No, that's the thing that's wild about it is like that. Scott kept trying to understand why I wanted to go see it. I was like, because I have to know how a multi-million-dollar production like this does what it does.
I'll do that on Netflix.
Yeah, and no, fair enough. But I look, I like going to see a movie on Mondays by myself. It's kind of, I'm trying to make it my new thing.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
Movies,
I hear
going to a movie by
I hear
yourself.
Transformers
kinda
1
fun.
is great.
I've heard nothing but praise for Transformers 1 and the Lupita Nyong'o one.
Quiet
Uh,
Place?
no, the
the
Robot.
Wild Robot.
Wild Robot.
Ooh, someone was telling me about that too. This
Wild
movie.
Robot apparently is the best animated movie of the year. That people are seeing it, but like, yeah, I've heard nothing but praise that it's the most beautiful movie, and it'll break your heart. It's one of the, even in the trailer, I was like, well, that's gonna break me, so I don't need to see that right now. But the Joker was just like, I didn't think he was that great of a pick for the first movie. I was just like, I don't
For
like
the
him.
movie they decided to make, sure, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
You
For
are kind
that,
of doing
yeah.
like you're kind of doing the Alan Moore origin like of Joker. Like, go ahead.
Just
like the
an
stand-up
extremely
comedian aspect
grounded
of it.
version.
Yeah, I mean, it's just Taxi Driver.
It is just
It
Taxi
is.
Driver.
Yeah, it's literally.
And Taxi Driver didn't need a sequel either.
No, did it get a sequel? No. Taxi 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
But yeah, like it's
In the
fine.
80s, and
Like,
he's the Zodiac Killer.
I didn't think it was like
But is that the one with Queen Latifah?
no, that was
It's just
Bless
Taxi.
you,
No,
Jeff.
Ticket Ride.
no, it was
No,
Taxi
Cab?
something.
It's
It has what's his name?
It was Fallon and Queen
yeah,
Latifah.
Yeah.
Alan and Latifah.
Queen
Isn't it just called
Latifah.
Taxi or something?
I think it might just be called Taxi.
Yeah.
Okay. Not that.
Like do I like I put up the 3 terrible movies that I could compare these to, and I was like, there's the Joker, Madam Web, and Morbius, and I was like, okay, these are probably the 3 worst comic book adaptions of the last like 5 years. And I was like, all right, let me try to break it down in my mind. I was like, Morbius is clearly the more entertaining out of the 3 because that has action,
Yeah.
and most of that cast understood the movie they were in.
Yes.
The Joker, Gaga understood what movie she's in.
Yeah.
I don't think Joaquin Phoenix, I don't think he has a fun bone in his body. Like,
No.
he keeps laughing, and I'm like, I don't think you understand the laughing of the Joker. But he's a great actor. But it's hard to say. Madam Web, I think, is still worse.
It's the funniest movie out of the 3.
Sure. I didn't personally laugh except at a few times, but like I know there were a lot of people who laughed. Now, did I laugh in the Joker? No. Not once.
But were you supposed to? Was there like things set up as like punchline joke?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think there
No.
would be.
I mean, at least in the first movie, he's kind of trying to be funny.
He has jokes because he's working on his, on a tight 5, but
Yeah.
it's the first one I get. I understand the point of the first one. I don't like it, but I understand the mechanics. This one is not made an ounce of sense.
They do a bit in one of the court, and I won't spoil it too much, but like they do a bit where he's doing cross-examination, or he's talking to someone. Yeah, he's doing a cross-examination. and he starts putting on like the southern accent of like a judge or like a
Like he's
a
Sling
lawyer.
Baby
Now,
it?
I'm just a small town lawyer.
Yeah, he's doing shit like that. Yeah, he's doing that move and stuff. And I was like, okay, I think this is supposed to be funny,
I think he's
but
just,
it's not. Like it's awkward, and it's awkward in the movie, and I think it's awkward for everybody on set too, because they were like, "Did anyone talk to him about this?" Like, it's just like,
That's how it was. It wasn't like, hey, we want you to do this. You think?
oh,
he
I'm
was
sure
just
they
fucking
did that,
around?
but it just didn't work.
I feel like he's doing that to be a persona.
It's very funny because they make Gaga
As the
very,
Joker.
very. She's the ugly pretty girl for the majority of the movie, and she gets like way hot as the movie proceeds. It is one of those things like even as the ugly pretty girl, you're still fuckable. Like it's wild to me. Like they really they try to mute her down. They're just like, here we're good. There's no makeup. She's got gross hair.
She's like
She's
so
got a
stunning without makeup.
yeah.
Like,
She's got like a
You gotta
red
make it
sweater
look
on.
hideous.
Yeah, you're just like, oh, look at you. You got a slight dark shadow here. It's like,
So
Yeah.
funny.
yeah, I don't know. It didn't work. It's fine. I didn't hate it because I've seen a hell of a lot worse in my time. But I think it did the cardinal sin of a movie is it bored me. A
Okay.
bad movie could
Yeah.
not be boring.
Yeah.
And this was just boring. And it felt like there was parts that just kept going. And you were like, where are we going with this? Like you're not gonna get to an exposition at the end of this sentence. You're just
Yeah.
talking.
A lot of time.
Yeah. It didn't work for me. I was a little disappointed because I was hoping maybe I would see something that the world didn't see.
Yeah. Okay.
And
So
no.
so if Lisa Frankenstein was a solid 5, what
Yeah.
is Joker Folie à Deux?
3, 4, 5, maybe. I don't know.
2 would probably be would close the circle on that joke, but
All right,
that's
2, I guess. Sorry. They're two totally different movies, but I laugh more at Lisa Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know,
I mean, just like
That's
if you just had to rate it in general.
probably Joker probably be like a 4,
Okay.
solid C minus.
Yeah.
Mm.
Apparently a D according to the
Yeah.
film
But a
score
lot
or
of-
whatever.
But I mean, my D is for Lady Gaga. No, I mean like, but she makes the movie like she really does. Like if you
Yeah.
ever do plan to sit through it on HBO, watch it for her. She is
Oh, that's the
doing
only reason why I want to watch it. but-
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
it's real a bummer, man. I was just like, oh, she should have been Harley in a better movie. Like she's so good in it, and they changed the origin a little bit, and they kind of give it. She's like a sociopath in her own way,
Mm,
but she's
Perfect.
free.
yeah.
See,
And it's
that'd be
just-
an
it's
interesting
like, ooh.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what the first Joker does in kind of intentionally or unintentionally, I've never really heard it like confirmed, but what Joker is in that film, find the toxic female version and wrap that around the Harley Quinn character and do the female version of the first Joker. That feels like there's something to explore in that.
It honestly, it feels like that's where they're going. And then a thing
She has that
happens
much
at the
screen
end.
time?
She's got quite a lot of screen time.
Okay.
Yeah, not like tons, but when she's in it, you remember she's in it though.
Hmm.
I did and her name is Harleen Quinzel, but she goes by Lee. And I was like, huh, all right, that works.
Yeah.
You got away from the comic bookiness of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do drop, I'm not gonna spoil it, they do drop a giant comic book name in there, and you were like, why?
Who did they
Just-
mention?
All right, Harvey Dent's mentioned.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say
Yeah,
was
yeah,
it
there's
only other way,
prosecutor Harvey
The second
Dent?
you think about it, yeah. All
Yeah,
right.
it's prosecutor Harvey Dent. And they found a child to play him. I don't think this guy has ever shaved a day in his life. Like his skin is so clear and soft. I was like, what the fuck? What are you, 22? Like,
my
get
God.
out of this fucking movie. Yeah, anyway. So yeah, it was fine. We watched Dolls last night.
How
About
was
Killer
that?
Dolls.
With a Z?
No, with an S.
Dolls.
Remember everything in the 90s had a Z at the end?
It did. Yeah.
How was
Steph's-
Dolls?
It was fine.
I've never seen it.
It's okay. It's about killer dolls.
Yeah. It's one of those that's like always existed in the peripherals, but like I've never known or cared enough to explore it.
We watched the credits, and it said concept arts concept artist Neil Adams, and we
Oh.
looked it up, and yeah,
Right
I
on.
was like,
Oh,
all right,
good
so I guess
job.
guy had to do something when he wasn't
Yeah.
drawing Batman.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Everyone's getting work.
Steph, we watched.
yeah,
the movie.
that's right. The actress
yeah,
was the
we
lead in the Take on Me video.
Oh my
That was her
goodness.
big claim to fame. This and that.
Oh wow.
All right, what'd you
Solid.
guys
I'd
watch?
retire too.
We watched the new VHS, and that one was good.
Yeah,
You had a good-
VHS Beyond on Shudder.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Why?
Nope.
No.
Too scary. Nope.
Too scared. Oh.
No, this one was fine. You could handle it.
I think you
I
can handle
promise
this
you,
one.
you could handle it.
To me personally, I think VHS Beyond is the best VHS I've seen. Granted, I've only seen I think the
Are
first
there
two.
like 4 now?
There's
Something like
so.
that.
there's way more than that. There's
No.
like the first two, then there's VHS 85, VHS 80 something else, and VHS 90 something.
I
And
would
now
love it.
VHS 85 just be called Betamax.
I would love it if it was called VHS 80s something else. They were like, look, you know what you're getting into at this point in the
Yeah.
movie franchise. Like, meh.
Yeah,
I
so-
think I've only seen the first one.
I've never seen any of them.
Yeah, so Shudder has 4 of them now.
Yeah.
And all 4 of these are all Shudder original VHS movies. So VHS 85, 80 whatever, and then 90s, and then beyond. Those are all Shudder originals.
Or is it Mike Flanagan helped a little on this, right? Is that
Yeah,
how
so
it-
Mike,
Oh, did he?
for
He's
For-
behind a lot of these, I think.
yeah, for one of the last, at least for VHS Beyond, for one of the last shorts in the movie, Mike Flanagan wrote the script, and then his wife, Katie Siegel,
Kate.
she
Siegel.
directed, and then it stars Alana Pierce. If that
Yeah.
means anything to anyone out there,
So we watched that because I was like, we
Familiar.
like you. We support you.
yeah.
Does that mean Raul Kule is somewhere?
No, unfortunately, Rahul
No,
is not.
No. No,
I'm
he's
I'm waiting for the day where they just, like Mike Flanagan's just like, all right, Alana, Rahul, you're both in my movie now. Let's go.
cool.
You mean he should have been fucking Reed Richards?
He
I'd buy
100%
it.
should have been Reed Richards.
Yeah.
because
He would've been a good
that
one.
would have been great. But then also, it would have caused backlash because he's a brown man.
And we
I'll-
barely have a brown man doing it now. So
I don't think we talked about it much.
Reed Richards
Uh,
brown.
I don't think we talked about it much. I forget if I got any heat, but I'm not a fan of the Pedro Pascal casting in that
I get why they did it on a business money standpoint.
because it's Pedro Pascal.
It's Pedro Pascal.
Sure.
Yeah, like-
I also
I love
there
Pedro.
there was
but yeah,
I enjoy him as a person. There were 3 people ahead of him I think would have done better.
like
Wow.
this is not. I love Pedro Pascal. Let me say that first.
My God.
Pedro Pascal does not give super genius to me.
He
He
does
just
not.
doesn't.
No.
He doesn't at all. And that has nothing to do with him. It's just he doesn't give that.
He also gives a little too old for Sue Storm for me,
Yes.
Yeah.
and that
She-
honestly sticks out and bugs me.
She's going to be the one. She's going to be the star out of that movie though, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, also, I just
Yeah.
love Vanessa Kirby. So
Oh, yeah. No, I
Oh,
think
yeah.
she's going to be the one everyone's going to they're going to come away from and be like, "All right. Who's that girl?"
More of that, please.
yes, please.
And that super huge newcomer that's playing Doctor Doom, I think he's really going to have a big career after this too.
Oh yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
You know.
It's
He might,
big
he
break
might have
for
a
him.
chance.
I allegedly spoke to someone who worked on it and asked if they were having a good or bad day, and allegedly they told me they were having RDJ problems.
No.
Allegedly. It's like-
I don't know.
That's why you tune in, everybody. You get that hot goss.
for the 5
Hot
people
goss.
who are
The
listening.
hottest
Yeah.
goss. You're in the know now.
Leland, I have a question.
Yes.
When I was helping you and Spooky do movie issues, did
This fucking guy.
you guys ever watch the Bela Lugosi Dracula?
I don't remember, man.
Did you and I ever watch it? I know
don't think
we had a day of watching a couple Universal movies.
No, because I probably wanted to pick one that's enjoyable to watch.
Yeah,
It's boring as shit.
Hey Seth,
So-
remember when Movie Issues did that episode on Gallowalkers?
Still didn't watch it.
You
didn't
mean
watch
the
it
Wesley
yet.
Snipes led amazing period zombie piece thriller?
I still
Western
wanna
Blade?
watch that.
Me and my hot writer girlfriend, we watched Bela Lugosi 1931 Dracula, and I feel like I'd seen it for the first time. Wow.
Did you wake up?
A couple times.
Yeah.
How disappointed were
times.
you?
I mean,
Okay. Let me break it down. You have to put yourself in the mindset of someone who's never seen a movie in 1930s.
true.
Me?
That
Never
shit is
seen the movie.
scary.
It-
Like
Okay.
his look is on point. He looks great. Everything he does is great. It's just the movie around him is filmed like the stage show that he came off of 6 months before filming.
Yeah.
It's filmed like a stage show, and it's just kind of very slow and boring. You should watch the Spanish version. Do you know the history of this nonsense?
No.
It's on the DVD if you were using a DVD or Blu-ray, or if you
Nope.
just watch. It's
Amazon
available.
Prime.
So, because a lot of time in the film history, they would do an American version and a Spanish version at the same time for both audiences. So, during the day, while the white people are over there filming their movie, the Spanish cast is just watching. And they're going, well, this isn't working. So, when we get on set in 6 hours, we're going to do the same scene, but we're going to completely change the camera angle and do everything different. So they sat on the side of the lot and watched them make like the most boringest movie, and then the Spanish version is actually it's the same fucking movie, all in Spanish, different cast, but it's just better to watch. Like they do everything slightly different. We were like, oh yeah, that's all you need to do, just tilt the camera a little bit, and we'd be like, oh shit, Yeah.
Do they?
That sounds really interesting.
It's
does
interesting
it
to
have a
compare them.
score?
Same score, I believe. Maybe?
There's no
Yeah.
score in the movie.
Well, back in the day, they played the score live in the theater.
They should have. Someone
Yeah,
should have
they-
put that into the version because wow, that movie was quiet and uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And not like a mood building way, just like it's a lot of silence between these two people's lines. Like this is taking.
They didn't know how. Look, it was one of the first talkies. Okay, they're doing the best they can. It's like they're working it out, man.
And I knew that. I knew it wasn't great. I knew that it wasn't like revered like
All
the Mummy
others.
was. Mummy still holds up. I remember we watched that one. Wolfman.
It's not Frankenstein.
Frankenstein's pretty good. Bride of Frankenstein's better.
Yes.
But like I didn't realize how dull it would be.
Yeah, it's
And
a
it's
dull
got
movie.
all that fun
Oh,
stuff,
man.
highlights
Uh-huh.
and dramatic looks. But then also I'm like, this looks like it was filmed for $15 and a pack of hot dogs. Like
Yes.
this movie is deliberately trying not to do anything.
You know
With
what you need
inflation,
to
it comes
watch?
out to like $100,000.
Yeah, it's true. You know what you need to put on the list? Because it's Dracula's daughter.
Oh yeah?
Oh,
So good.
Never
That
seen it.
woman understood the assignment. Steph, you should come as her for Halloween. She's great. She's got this ring and she uses it to control men's mind. She's always just, look into my ring. And they got the music. Go, it's great. She's fantastic. Yeah,
Next
no,
up we
actually,
have-
we're gonna watch The Son of Dracula after the show tonight.
Right on.
Yeah,
Next up we have Christopher Lee, the Hammer Dracula, which I've never seen any of
Good.
the Hammer
I don't
Draculas.
think I've seen
Good.
that either.
And then
He,
it's Mel Brooks.
he makes you realize why he was Dracula. Like
Right.
in his first scene, you're like, oh, that motherfucker came in with a wrecking ball. Like you're not gonna. It's like, all right, that's why he's Christopher Lee. That's 6'6" of Dracula coming at you.
A lot of Dracula. That's a tall cup of blood.
Yeah. We also watched the 5th Insidious movie the other day. I thought it was fine.
That's Insidious, the last
Insidious
key,
series.
right?
No, the Red Door.
Oh, the red
Oh, the
door.
Red Door. Yes. The
Yeah.
last
that
key's
the most-
before that.
The most recent.
Yeah, it
It-
came out last year.
It's the one that
Yeah.
finishes the series.
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah.
I liked
I
it.
got
Yeah, I
these.
enjoyed it.
I got a lot of screams out of that actually.
I honestly, I know I'm in a minority on this. Yeah. I like the prequels the blonde leading being the lead. I
Yeah.
enjoyed those more.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I like the lost key or whatever. What'd you call it?
The last key.
That was great. I
Yeah.
enjoyed the shit out of that one.
Yeah, it was because it
That one's
followed
scary.
Ghost Hunter lady and the two dudes.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
let's do
I don't
this.
remember her character's name in the movie, but her real name is Lynn Shay, and she's
Yeah.
a scream queen.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Yeah,
I'll
whenever
watch
Lin
anything
Shaye shows
that
up, like,
one. Yeah.
her scene though in Insidious the Red Door was weird because they clearly weren't in the same space together.
No.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You're like,
But even though when she probably was like, I was like, hell yeah, dude! Like
I
you can't have another Insidious without her in it. Like,
no. Have you seen any of these, Anthony?
I've seen the first one, and I think that's it. I've only.
Oh, I like them.
they're actually pretty
fun.
good. Yeah,
They
Part
still
2 has
scare
actually got
me.
some. Part 2's fucked up.
yeah.
Yeah.
The villain in that movie is fucked up, like on like a nun level in my mind. Where I'm like, oh, you just creepy looking. You just,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
There's like a lot of scenes that always freak me out because it always seems like it's leading one way and then it goes a different way. Like
yeah.
there's
Yeah.
a lot of freak out moments that part of my brain is still trying to process what I just saw, but it's still freaky. Like in the first one, there's the part where like she clearly saw like a little boy in her house.
Just
What's her name?
dancing
Mhm.
away.
Yeah, just dancing away to the
Through window.
through the window. That song, right? And he's just, he's just dancing. And then she runs in the house, looks for him, and like there's like this sheet that's like partially covering what looks like two little legs. So she thinks that's what it is. So she goes for it and she pulls the sheet, and this little boy runs from a different corner of the
Yeah.
room. And
And
I was
slams
just
the
like,
door.
"Dude,
Like,
fuck this. It's so scary.
We watched
Or-
a real fucked up movie the other night called Cobweb. I think it might be on Shudder.
Okay.
It's from last year, earlier this year. I don't remember. Homelander plays the dad.
I'm in.
He's been
Oh.
typecast. Like
Okay.
I was like, oh, you're just so you're an asshole.
He's
Yeah.
really good at it.
Yeah. Lizzie Kaplan plays the mom, and it's about a little boy that hears something in his walls,
Oh,
and no one believes him, and it kind of
Oh man.
Hey, champ,
falls down.
you want to cut that the fuck out?
Yeah, it's kind of it's shit like that. Like he just like there's nothing in the walls, and you're like, kid's being gaslit.
Yeah. Dude.
I'm not going to spoil what happens, but it is not what you think.
Oh, okay.
It's
It was
not a
one of those-
bomb.
That's very intriguing.
It was one of those where like when it happened, I was like, huh.
That's the thing.
All right, this is where we are now in this film.
Was Cobweb the sequel or the prequel to Longlegs?
No, that's a different movie.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Just trying to keep track. There's a lot come out these days.
Yeah, and there is
Yeah.
another one about a killer spider that looks interesting, but I hear it's not as good as you want it to be.
Aw.
Yeah, but I don't remember the name of that. I think it's maybe just called Spider.
If it's not arachnophobia, can it even compare?
There's only one movie that compares to arachnophobia, and you know that.
Eight-legged
Yes,
freaks.
Anaconda.
Eight-legged freak.
Eight-legged freak, son.
Yeah.
The best David Arquette
my
vehicle
God.
ever.
How dare you say that in front of Ready to Rumble?
Man.
I love Eight-legged freaks so much.
I remember
you doing
Been
it's
a
weird.
long
I remember
time.
playing the Flash game on the internet.
Nah. Was that a side scroller?
Uh,
Or am I making things up in my head?
No, you're making things. It's the game I played was a Doom clone, but it was Eight-legged freaks.
Okay.
Oh.
Steph, are you guys
Wow,
gonna watch?
I'm literally making up a game in my head because mine is like Excite Bike, but like you're dodging spiders.
But you're still biking on the bike?
Yeah, you're on the bike, but you're avoiding spiders.
Because that's a scene in the movie, Steph.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I haven't seen
I
that.
can imagine
or
that
it's
you
been
should
a
check that
long
one out.
time.
It's really
A long
fun.
time.
Scarlett Johansson, one of her first like movies.
Huh.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Yeah, it's very
Yeah.
long time.
There's a
Yeah,
lot
I
of people in there
haven't
that it went on. Oh my gosh. So this is just for Jordan. So hit season 5 of CSI this week.
Ah, shit.
Oh, he's right,
Jesus
this is just
Christ.
Jordan.
So many massive celebrities now. Like like fucking Krasinski rolled up in one
Oh,
scene.
yeah.
Fucking the guy from Ant-Man, he's nominated, the Latino dude. Fuck.
Oh.
Man, I just
We all
You
knew
know
his name 2 years ago.
The guy who's always like, okay, hey, I'll tell you, I'll break it down the movie
No.
for you, and he tells you
Yeah.
all that guy, Michael Pena.
Michael
Yes.
Pena,
Okay.
yeah.
This motherfucker plays the most Chicano, like, hey, what's up?
I remember that
SA?
episode because it's a white dude led one.
Yes, always.
And he said he killed a innocent girl, inocente.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. Oh, man.
No, they don't write
Oh.
stories of any Holmes. Like I'm an original. I remember that. I
Oh.
remember that.
Jesus Christ, I was laughing so hard. I looked because I watch him when I'm working or I'm drawing, and I looked up and I was like, "The fucking Michael Pena." You know, fucking Darcy from Thor. I can't remember that bitch's name right now.
Okay.
God.
Two Broke Girls.
Yeah, because I love her a lot, but I can't think of her name.
Anyway, she
Not
rolled
Kate
up.
Dennings?
Kat
Dennings.
Dennings. That was
Kat
it. Yep.
Dennings?
Yeah. Oh, who else was there was another one that I was like, the fuck? And they were like, oh, Adrian Palicki was in the same episode with like another supernatural person. Oh, Misha Collins played a Russian yesterday, and it was the worst Russian accent. He was like, I come from old country down here to make women happy. You know, just like, what the fuck?
I need to hop on the CSI rewatch.
Oh my god, I'm having such a fucking good time watching this show. I'm like, oh,
It's
this
a
is great.
show.
Maybe I'll do season 5 and just season 5.
There you
It sounds
go.
fun.
Well, season 5 doesn't that also have the Buried Alive season finale?
Is that the one that Quentin Tarantino directed?
Yeah.
If it is, I haven't got there yet.
Okay.
The
Okay, so
wo-
I think you're
those
thinking
probably
of
6
season
then.
2 finale of The Rookie. No one? No one else watched The Rookie?
Nope. I wanted
That's
to,
where
but
the
I
kid
just never
plays
got around to it.
baseball.
You know what?
Oh, that's the one with Nathan Fillion.
Yes.
Steph, I also thought baseball. I was
Yeah, is
like, I
that
don't
not,
remember a
is
fucking
that
baseball
not
show.
the rookie?
Rookie of the year?
Oh, rookie of the year. That's
Angels in the
baseball
outfield?
So
What was the other
one. I
one?
know that one.
The Sandlot?
I just want to point out real quick. So The Rookie comes out. The Rookie is a show, and then we hit pandemic. We hit
Thank you.
What?
Scott answered me a question.
Oh, okay.
Little bit.
Sorry, not important. Just-
Like we go through the not like the beginning, but like those first handful of months after fuck me, I cannot remember his name and I feel shitty about it. But the dude that those cops killed, and Black Lives Matter
Lots of Michael
is-
Brown. There's
What's
the-
his name?
George Floyd.
just George
Floyd,
Floyd.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Specifically, Floyd is the one I'm trying to think of.
I thought you were referencing a character in the show, and I was
No.
like, we won't know this character, Anthony. Me and Steph thought it was a baseball show.
Yeah, I
But
thought it
like
was
after that whole time, like cops could not be worse, debatably. Every cop show I feel had to try and make a pivot and try to like, hey, we're not all bad. We're
We're not like them.
we're not that.
yeah.
I feel The Rookie really like turned and confronted some of it, even though they did kill like their leading black character, like
of course they did.
fourth, fifth on the list, like the season before,
Oof.
and
Look,
in a shameful way for the actor.
Oh,
Off screen,
oh,
a body double being used to like be thrown into a trunk. I'm like, oh, that actor was in trouble. That's not like you're not
yeah,
doing
he-
good.
He
We don't
got
want you.
fired.
You
Yeah.
fucked up
Oh.
because you're not even in your own death scene.
Oh,
I feel that what's not Reno 911.
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine. That final season, they never once did any police work.
No,
They were like, we can't do it anymore for this. So we're just
Yeah.
gonna have
we're
fun
not that show
on
anymore.
the set. We're cops, but we're fun.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah,
we'll do misdemeanor things, and that is it. It's like-
yeah. Nathan Fillion pivots from like I want to be a detective to like I want to teach. I want to turn around and go or like teach at like cop school how to be a good ethical cop.
Yeah.
That becomes his focus at that point. Like, there's too much corruption. This needs to change. I'm like, okay, show about cops. You go ahead and keep trying to make cops look good. You've got one season of this, maybe, and I was right.
And then there's that. It's still going though.
They're on like
No.
season 6.
Yeah,
Are they?
I think so.
It must have dropped off of Hulu or something because I've
Oh.
not seen anything.
I do know the one with Angela Bassett is still going because
That's still on.
they have so many billboards in Hollywood with bees all around it because that first episode, a swarm attacks LA. So there's a lot of billboards with Angela Bassett's eyes
that like
and like bees
911?
crying everywhere. What's that?
Is that 911?
Yeah, 911.
I
A show I should probably watch. It's a procedural and Angela Bassett's on it. And
Yeah.
I've never watched a single fucking episode.
I heard it is getting absolutely bananas.
Yes, and I think that's why. It's for shit like that. Yeah.
This is from 7 days ago. The Rookie, season 7. Every confirmed release, cast, and plot detail. That show is
Wow.
still going.
Okay,
Still going.
then it just completely dropped off the radar for me. I must have given up.
You probably have to like get Paramount or something. It's probably on the CBS channel.
Probably. Fucking wrestling came off of Hulu and I'm upset because now I can't even like watch a little bit of it.
Mm.
I'm
Is
just
it on
watching
Netflix now?
the.
Just
Not
watch
yet.
that's next year.
Oh, no, next year.
Just watch the top 10 on YouTube. That's what I watch.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it gets you everything you need to know for whatever's
it's a good
coming up.
background show though.
Sure. I'm just saying. Steph, are you going to watch any more horror movies this week?
Yeah, I just don't know which ones. I know I wanted to watch. Well, I have a list of stuff. I know I wanted to watch either Bly Manor again, or at least watch episode like the first 5, or even watch the whole season again.
You don't watch the first 5, just finish it.
Well-
Yeah, that too, because it's like.
Why Bly Manor? Why not Hill House?
Oh, sorry, Hill House. Sorry,
Oh.
Hill House. The very first one. The very first one of them I wanted to rewatch
Hill
because I
House.
remember it
Yeah.
being very.
Hill House was
Freaky.
fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
That's
it was-
that's
Jesus
being talked
Christ.
about in the house of watching it.
What happened?
A second time for me.
That's the scariest. That jump scare.
In the car?
Oh.
Oh yeah.
I actually that
God
clip
damn.
came up when I was scrolling IG. I was just like, "Oh, this is familiar," and I just started watching, and it was just like, "Oh!" And then it happens, and I was like, "Oh, I want to watch this again."
No, I was
That's why I wanted to watch it again.
that I think that was the year because it was during the pandemic. So like that we watched that and that scared the shit out of me. And then it was fucking Annabelle 2 The Creation, which is
Oh,
top 5 scariest
still
looking movies
scares
I've ever
me.
goddamn seen. When that little bitch is kicking the pop gun out in the darkness, and you're like, why? Why are you doing this? You don't need to. It's 3 a.m. Cover your head with your blanket. Stop playing with your pop gun and shooting it out in the darkness because you know you keep rolling it back in. I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah,
you know it's gonna get caught, and it did. And then you heard footsteps, and I was like,
Yeah.
I paused. I had to walk around the house. I was like, nope, too much.
You're like that dude on TikTok who like instantly quits out of games the second anything
Oh
like
yeah,
jumps out
yeah,
at him.
yeah. That one was funny.
Like, we watched that trailer the other day, and I was like, nope. It's like, Scott was like, it's the trailer. Like, nope, not happening. No, that bitch
David,
came and
did you
she
ever-
jumped out the screen.
Did you ever go back to the Conjuring series?
Oh, I've watched them all.
Okay.
Oh, great.
Oh, I am a glutton for punishment because I actually love them all,
They're
but they
scary.
scare the crap out of me.
Yeah.
That
I
to
know-
me is one of the most scariest franchises in film. Like
I'd
That
say of
first
the,
one?
of the last long time, yeah, for
Ooh.
sure.
I mean, your arm probably
Game.
still has bruises on
Right? That's the
What's
one,
that,
right?
Steph?
The clapping.
What's that?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's one
in
part
the
where
first one,
they're
yeah.
playing.
Yes.
Yeah, with the clapping.
No.
I remember
no,
that.
Fuck. No.
With the main
part-
guy from Office Space.
Ron Livingston.
Ron Livingston, yeah.
When,
Or
no,
the
Conjuring 2, when the shadow walks in front of that fucking painting and the fingers
Oh.
come out of the nun and she comes
Oh.
running out,
Yeah.
which I have seen live at a theater, and I was like, nope. I've had a real person scare me like that in a haunt. And I was like, nah, I can't take this. And that's when I realized my Catholic guilt, and the nun, hot.
Oh.
Can't explain it.
The nun
Love the
still
nun.
scares me. The nun,
She scares the shit out of me, but I
Yeah.
respect that bitch.
Yeah.
Do you see the
Yep.
nun too, where she got all big and giant like a kaiju? It was great.
Yeah.
I feel it
was
leans
like-
too
it
much
was
on
like-
like the nunness of it.
I think it's a striking image.
I don't think she's that great.
It's still.
Well,
it's
when
still
she comes
pretty
and visits you, you remember that.
scary. Yeah, it's still pretty scary.
She can't get coming through these doors. This is an agnostic household.
There's that.
You think she gives a shit?
We don't believe.
Evil knows evil.
We don't believe here. You have no power.
What is it?
Without
the
fear, what you
nun?
got?
Is it the nun or is it the Conjuring? The part where there's a painting on the wall.
That's
And
the
then-
conjuring,
The
but
Conjuring.
it's the nun.
It is the Conjuring
It's-
where she
but
walks by
it's-
the hallway
Yep.
and you see
Yeah.
the shadow.
Yep, it's in Conjuring
The
2,
shadow
and it's the
moves.
picture of the nun.
Conjuring
Oh, yeah.
the nun.
all the way to the picture frame, and
Yeah.
then the eyes are just staring, and you're like,
It's building tension the entire time. It's like
Oh,
you know where that shadow's going. Like,
Well, the problem is for me and Scott, we had not watched the movies yet. So we went to that WB haunt and they reenacted that whole scene in
Oh.
front of us. I had no idea what was going on.
oh yeah.
Like I had no
Yeah.
I'm just like, the fuck? What the fuck? It's like,
When they had
it's like,
years ago, they had the nun haunt at Universal. I think that's what it was.
Sounds
Or it
right.
was the
yeah.
or the nun. I forget.
I mean,
just
she's in Reign
remember-
of Terror. She gets me every year, even though I know where the fuck she's
Yeah.
at.
I remember they had a photo of the nun down the hallway. So you're so focused that that's
I think
where
you're remembering
it's
Reign
gonna
of
pop
Terror.
out.
That's Reign of Terror stuff.
Was
Yeah,
it?
that was Reign of Terror.
Where it was you're so sure that she's gonna pop out of that frame, and it's not. She comes from the side.
Yeah.
You're so focused this way, and she's right here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Reign of
Leland's
Terror is
soul
fine.
left his body.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's like Batman Begins. Where are you? Here. Bitch.
Reign of
Yeah.
Terror was fun.
Yeah, no, but like last night or when we watched VHS, it was pretty good. It was like, well, I found it really entertaining. It's like 6 stories in one.
Yeah. There's the overarching narrative, and then there's like 5 shorts within it, and
Yeah.
the theme is aliens.
Okay.
And then
All
that's
right.
another thing I saw. Last Friday I was watching the 2 Sentence Horrors on Netflix.
What?
Have you seen this?
There's
Second-
there's
Two
a
Sentence
series
Horrors?
called 2 Sentence Horrors where they
Yeah.
take a 2-sentence horror
Oh,
story and then
yes.
they make a
And then
a
they
thing out of it.
stretch it out until it's not scary anymore.
Well, the 2-sentence horror is the premise for the whole thing.
Yeah,
What a-
I know.
Like
But,
sometimes
what a-
it'll be like,
it's their own stories crafted.
I
What is
watched a
it,
handful
like-
of them and I'm like, this sucks.
Yeah, it does suck.
the one that we did watch, I think it was season 3. I was having a fun time. Me and my roommates thought it was silly and fun.
Seth, did you see the one with the Filipino guy? And he's just like, I really want this this promotion, but then like the spirit of his ancestors are like tormenting him, and it's just literally him but wearing like the rice picker outfit.
Oh
And
man.
he's like, no, that's not me. No, and he's so embarrassed in front of his white friends because they're like, oh my god, who is this really Filipino guy that looks
Aw.
like our friend?
Yeah, no. Some of them are real cheesy, but the handful we did see, I was like, yeah, I mean, I would still get scared if I watched this by myself. Even if some of them are lame, I still get it. Yeah, no. I watched that. I know I have a lot on my list of stuff that I wanted to watch. I'm slowly.
Yes.
Yeah, slowly.
All right.
yeah.
Steph, recommend one horror movie.
Don't put me on the spot like that.
Well, like
Leland,
one,
recommend one horror movie.
like one in general, or like
Yeah,
One in
say
general for everyone to watch this
Conjurings
week.
or like Annabelle,
This
or
week.
This
you
week.
know,
I got one locked and loaded.
Go ahead.
Jordan hit it.
If
La
you
Llorona
have-
still scares
If
me.
you have never seen it, watch It Follows.
Ooh,
Why? Because you want to be bored.
did you find that boring? Did you find that?
I also
fine?
I think it's as great as everyone said. I
Oh,
feel
it
like
messed
I
me
get what they
up.
were excited about, but
It messed me up.
I
I feel it's a preference.
spoke to a professor of film horror and I asked her straight up, I'm like, am I wrong? Is this movie not good? She goes, no, it's not good. She goes, if you think about it, the plot falls apart in your hands. I was like,
Yeah,
right.
it
So I
does.
don't need a sequel. She goes,
Oh.
what the fuck are they going to do for a sequel? I was like, I don't hate it, but it was
They only
fine.
made one sequel and then they made Smile.
Man,
I see you. It follows with a mask.
okay, I did not like Smile 1 at all, but Smile 2.
Oh, I still haven't watched
I
that
saw
one.
the
I
new
wanted to watch
trailer
that too.
yesterday in the theater, and that second trailer looked different. Like they're trying to like kill the monster. And I was like, oh, okay, so now they understand it? I'm still not gonna see you.
Never seen Smile. I don't understand what it's about.
Fine. You know what? Scott's
Smile.
gotta
It
go in.
follows with like awkward pleasantries.
Yeah, Burnt
I haven't seen
Offerings.
it either.
I think it's a late 70s, early 80s movie about a killer house. It's kind of fun.
Huh.
Oh, okay.
Betty Davis,
So
Burgess
it's Hell House from Final
Meredith.
Fantasy 7. Got it.
Yes.
Ah.
And Betty Davis plays Tifa.
Nice.
Anthony, what's your suggestion?
I don't know. I feel I never watch enough horror to ever really give a good example. I'll just say the same one I always say, Cabin in the Woods. It's my
Yeah,
forever like
I really-
favorite horror movie of
I
all
really
time.
enjoy
But it's
Cabin in
also
the
a
Woods.
cheat. I know,
Yeah.
and I know that it's a cheat.
Let me think of another one. You know what? A Quiet Place Day One. That's good. I really
Was it
enjoyed
good?
that. Yeah, really enjoyed.
Right on.
Really enjoyed it.
That's
My
good.
dad walked me through it and I didn't ask. he just told me the whole plot. I was like, so I guess I don't need to see it.
Do you?
I was like,
Steph, you got one yet?
No, I don't. I mean, that
She
was
stopped
what
thinking the second someone
No,
else.
I was saying it was the
Steph,
same
just say
thing. It was like-
VHS.
no, I was gonna say like, yeah, Conjuring, those ones. I don't know. The first, I know not everyone likes it. The first Paranormal still fucks me up.
Paranormal
Ooh.
Activity. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think a lot of people like
That
that
one-
movie.
I really enjoyed
Still,
it. I really
I
Messed
won't
me
never
up.
watch it again.
and then in the second one, there's that one scene where like it's the daughters and they're just hanging out, and then this fucking demon pulls the child by its
That's
ponytail or
3.
by her ponytail.
That's 3.
Oh, the third, like just pulls,
Yeah.
and you just see it floating, and even that visual effect is just like, oh, that's fucked up. Oh no.
I've seen like a weird smattering of those. I've never seen them all.
No.
That's Steph's reaction in the theater. Oh man, that's fucked up.
No.
Yeah.
I think
no
I've seen them all.
emotion. That's
yeah.
fucked up.
Just, oof.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because the 5th one had a different
Oh,
name,
'cause
right?
the first
There's the one
is-
with the Latino
first one-
family. I think
Yeah.
that's 3 or 4.
No,
First
the
one
That's
is
Latino
rated
family. That's 5.
PQ.
That's the
Oh, okay.
prequel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First one's in PQ. Second one is in Encinitas or Carlsbad,
Yeah.
right?
Third
And
one
then-
is a prequel,
Yeah.
showing how the girls got haunted to
Black
begin
marked or marked ones or
with. The marked ones. That's the 5th one. Yeah, the 4th
Okay.
one is Paranormal Activity 4, and then there's 5 the marked ones, and then 6 the Ghost Dimension.
There's
Oh.
6.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
and it's got a
Alright.
ghost dimension.
All right. It's
Yeah.
too hot. Wrap this shit up.
Yeah.
Me and Steph are dying.
I just wanted everyone to give a little bit here at the end. If you've hung out with us at all, if you've been lurking in the backgrounds like a creepy shadow monster, thank you. Appreciate you being here. Feel free to check us out every week at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're here on twitch.tv/LORC podcast. If you want to see whatever we might be doing during the week, you could follow our social medias. That's a good start. We are on Twitter, Instagram, and the Facebook. You can find us at LORC Podcast or League of Ridiculous Conversations. That's what we're doing here. If you would like to hang out and get chit-chatty with the community, we've got a free Discord. You can join by reaching out to us through any of those previously mentioned social medias, or if you are live right now, you can see it coming up in the chat. Click the link, hang out. We've got a lot of channels, a lot of activity, and every human being is fan-fucking-tastic. If you would like to see me and what I'm up to, hey Leland, who is that in chat?
That's Tuliva and Talaka. They're hanging out.
Live
with
in
us today.
Tulaka. aka
Hello.
To Live and Talk in LA.
I
Everyone,
love those two lesbian couples. They're great.
everyone, go hang out with To Live and Talk in LA tomorrow at 7:30 Pacific Standard Time on their channel. Mark is still rehabbing his poor Achilles tendon, snapped off the bone.
Oh God.
Off
Nope.
the bone.
This is why I don't run.
My dude's got mad hoop skills, and he tried to break some ankles and busted his own. Off the fucking bone.
That's how Prince
Yeah.
died.
I said,
That's how
you-
Prince died.
that's what I thought he said. I was like, what?
Mark, you're lucky you're not Prince.
Oh, but to be Prince with his money
Oh man.
I mean, for the money and the talent and the women
everything's purple.
and the men. Yeah, I mean, it seems like a pretty great life. But yeah, if you want to see what I'm up to, hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, and the threads. I am at Spooky the 13th in alphabetical order. The rest of us are.
You can find me if you just Google Jordan is a bear. I pop up apparently.
Fuck off.
Look, I have a large digital footprint at this point.
I guess if you did Spooky the 13th, I should show up.
Probably, yeah.
If I don't, I'm gonna fucking.
What are you gonna do?
I'm not gonna be here next week.
Oh, then.
I can't Google my own name and be on the first page. If I can't Google my own handle and be on the first page,
Oh yeah, I'm never gonna be on the
Nope.
front page with my name.
Are we still talking about looking up your name?
yeah.
I'm Leland, and you can find me at Leland Pierce Art. I'm doing 30 days of horror drawings. Horror drawings. Tomorrow's
Horror
fun.
drawings are great.
Tomorrow's a fun one.
Ooh.
I think Steph and Jordan are going to laugh out loud.
That sounds fun.
Well, I'm looking forward to it.
Only
not
because
me?
they've been talking about things. They've been talking about it for years.
Okay.
Steph,
Anthony, you might chuckle. I don't know.
And I'm Steph. I'm also Ken enough.
Yes.
You can find me online. That's Steph. That's STPHUHNOIDS. I post shit.
For the latecomers, everyone, tell them what your costume was tonight. I was Melissa Fanthony.
my name's Ray Gun, the break dancer from Australia.
Yeah.
I'm the internet sensation, Moo Dang.
And I am Ken.
It's never gonna get old. Thank you, everybody. We will see you next week. Until then, goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.